Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Advance and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into this story, man. So as you guys know, I've been posting a lot on my Twitter. Again, if you're not following me on Twitter, my handle is JRTABANSI. Posting a lot on Instagram, posting on my personal Instagram. And I've just been like sharing my thoughts on this whole where does Kobe Bryant rank in the grand scheme of things? And in the last, let me say, 4 or 5 years, Kobe has really gotten the short end of the stick. And the most frustrating part about it is watching people that know what the truth is, but they're actively withholding it, and then having to deal with the younger fan base who don't know the truth and get a lot of their information from people like Nick Wright and Kendrick Perkins and ESPN and all of these different places. And they essentially believe that what these guys are saying is the truth. When in reality, us people that saw Kobe play, we know that these guys are trying to suppress Kobe Bryant's legacy. And people like us are just not going to let it go. And that's why a lot of people don't like Dreamers Pro. Yeah, people like Dreamers Pro. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mace and all of them celebrities that mess with our channel and all of the supporters. But a lot of people don't like us because we're going against the agenda. We're going against the grain. And I'm like, no, you guys are not. I'm not going to let y'all just sit up here and try to tarnish my man's legacy. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So yesterday I was live. I had a great live last night. I had a few thousand people in there. That thing was rocking. And somebody messaged me I think he sent a super chat at first. He was like, yo, I sent you a picture a year ago, but you ain't see it. About an ESPN poll that was deleted. I'm like, what? ESPN poll that was deleted. So he sent me the message again, right? He sent me the message again. I want to see if I could actually give dude a shout out because he the reason that we're actually producing this show. So his name is what is it? I think his name is MP, right? I think that's his name. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure. But he sent me this post and I was like, this is what they do. But before I even show y'all this post, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. It's a scorching sports summer and you can make all your picks on PrizePicks. Women's basketball and baseball are heating up, and with big tennis slams and major golf tournaments on the horizon, you can make your picks for all these events and more all summer long on PrizePicks, America's #1 sports pick app. I think I'm going to get into soccer this summer with PrizePicks. They're offering everything from group stage winners to goals scored, and I'm excited to watch the big stars from countries like Argentina, Brazil, France, and the US and win money while doing it. What's cool is that I can stack game winners from soccer, NBA, women's basketball, and baseball on top of my player picks for even bigger payouts, and PrizePicks is available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. The entire summer of soccer is on PrizePicks, all 48 countries and every matchup. And if you rep your side during the tournament on PrizePicks, you could win a trip to the final in New York. It's the biggest tournament ever, which means there's even more opportunities to cash in while you root for your favorite national sides and global soccer stars. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. PrizePicks, a preferred partner of the NBA. All right, cool. So let me see if I can pull up this post here for you guys because it was really, really telling. And this is from ESPN. All right, so let's pull it up here. He got this post from Facebook. So as you can see, it says ESPN First Take created a poll in June the 12th. It says, do you rank Kobe above LeBron? And 57% of them said yes, while 43% said no. Now to show you the amount of votes, this poll got 48,000 votes. 48,000 people that watched ESPN voted on this poll. And 57% of them voted for Kobe. Now, here's what's interesting. This was after Kobe Bryant, or towards the end of his career. Do you know how I know this? Because if you look at the photograph of Kobe Bryant, when he has his hands like this, that's when he was injured, I think with his second to last year or last year with the Lakers. And he was responding to a fan in the crowd. The image you're looking at of LeBron James was during his second return to Cleveland. And 48,000 people voted, and the vast majority of them took Kobe Bryant. Almost 60% of them voted for Kobe. Almost 60% of them. And this is from ESPN First Take. But if you listen to a lot of these, you see, the truth was Kobe was viewed as a better basketball player than LeBron James, pretty much for his entire career. I'm not breaking any news here. Pretty much for his entire NBA career. Now, a lot of people say, oh, they started ranking Kobe high when he passed. Please, you saw the photograph there. That was when Kobe was alive and well. But what happened was Clutch Sports wanted to propel LeBron James into the GOAT debate. And so what they did was, and it was quite strategic, they littered their people all throughout media to work at various companies or publications, and they would start coming up with these lists. And LeBron would always be ranked too. And you have people like Nick Wright, and it was a mastermind. Like they planned it out. And what they did was they said something that was so outrageous, but they kept repeating it to the point where some people thought it was true. When Nick Wright said LeBron had passed Michael Jordan in 2020, it was one of the most ridiculous takes you could ever hear at the time. But then they kept on repeating it, and they kept on repeating it, and they kept on repeating it. And what happened was it gave the LeBron James fan base the confidence to feel that way. So now LeBron James fans actually believe that. When in reality, it's just something that Clutch Sports pushed. They had bots all over the internet. If you post a video about LeBron and all of a sudden their bots will show up in your comments section. This happened for years. It was a concerted effort. And they knew that the only way to make this debate real, Kobe was the guy that legacy had to suffer. So you saw Bleacher Report put out articles. Bleacher Report is connected to Clutch Sports. House of Highlights, the same thing. They're all interlocked together with one another. All of them. And over time, they began to pull off their great, what I like to call deception. There was even a poll that was ran on ESPN, and I want to put it up for you. And it says, "Game on the line. Who's taking the last shot?" Same ESPN with these people on TV. On this poll, and I want to put it up here for you guys here. And on this particular poll, let me just confirm the amount of people that that voted. Yeah. So on this particular poll, 251,000 people voted. 251,000. Look at the results. 57% voted for Kobe Bryant. 23% voted for Stephen Curry. 9% voted for LeBron James. And 11% voted for Andre Iguodala. This is ESPN. But LeBron James fans want you to feel like, oh, he's done. It's one big lie. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Nobody ever thought LeBron was that dude at that level. It's all one big media campaign that they pulled off. And the only people that are running around promoting LeBron like that are his fans. They want you to feel like that's what NBA fans feel. They don't. And we're going to get to another show to prove this. It's all been one lie. And ESPN deleted this post. They don't want you to see it. But all the records are out there. And us Kobe fans that have been following basketball for more than 5 minutes, we know that's the reason we push back. That's the reason they hate Dreamers Pro. That's the reason. Because we won't go along to get along with their shit. You think Rich Paul and all of these guys don't see our videos? Of course they do. They don't have to say our name. We almost have over 200 million views of our content. Billions of impressions on the internet. It doesn't matter if they say their name. Everybody's watching. Everybody is watching. And they don't like the fact that we're promoting. If you ever, one of y'all see this, I'm a Kobe Bryant fan, and I'm not going to let you try to destroy his legacy just to uplift your man. I don't give a I'm not letting y'all do him like that. I'm just not.